Hello, my name is Brandon Siu. I am a junior at Yerba Buena High School, and I am here to get interviewed.
We have known each other since middle school, and I was wondering, what was your initial thought when you first met me?
Yeah, so we've known each other for like nearly 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
I remember we started getting close in art class, and I remember we made tons of memories in there. I remember telling my dad about meeting a new friend. This is true. I remember telling my dad about making a new friend in art class, and he was asking me who. And then I told him that you were in my art class, and that it's like you're funny.
Yeah.
And who would have thought 4 or 5 years from then, or even closer now? But yeah, my initial thoughts of you were that you were a cool, funny guy, and who knew that out of the group, like out of everyone in the group, it would be you and me being the closest.
What are the things you saw or noticed about me that made you want to become friends?
Your creativity, you're just super creative, and you're super outgoing, and you're funny. Super political through text, like seriously, which is okay. That's another personality and unique like factor about you that I like. And you're overall like just not boring. Like you're fun to talk to, and you're easy to talk to, unlike some people that I've talked to in my life. Really hard to keep conversations going, but with you I feel like you just go with the flow, and like we start talking about random things that lead to other conversations. And yeah, that's pretty much.
Going back to art, what's the funniest moment that you have witnessed or experienced in our art class back in middle school?
The funniest experience I probably can't say because probably not school appropriate. Has something to do with fat, if you remember.
Fat tram.
But yeah, the fat tram.
Fat fam, I think. Fat fam.
Fat fam.
Yeah.
And another memory that I remember super clearly is when we would draw a lot of beautiful, I would say, beautiful drawings and symbols, to say the least. And we would put them in people's cubbies, and I remember our teacher, Miss Megab, posting them and giving us a shout out. Not so shout out because she didn't know who did it, but shouted it out and was like, "Oh, look at how wonderful my class is. Beautiful artists in here." But yeah, that's a funny memory that I won't ever forget. And one more core memory is Benjamin's picture.
Yes, that picture.
I can't ever forget about that
legendary picture,
which we still have, right?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if I look for it, I might still have it. Who always make you laugh?
You always make me laugh. Always saying funny jokes, coming up with stupid jokes. For example, inside joke, orange.
Yeah.
I laugh every time I hear that. Yeah, friends and family. And people I feel comfortable with.
Once we get our license, what would be the first thing that you want to do?
The first thing I would want to do is to take you out on a ride in my 06 RSX. I don't have it yet, but I will have it soon. And I know I will. I'm making that not a goal because I'm going to make it come true. So it is a goal, not a dream. Take you on a ride and go somewhere to hang out.
Remember when we celebrated yours and Amaya's birthday? What was your highlight of that day?
The highlight of that day was when everyone was telling me to take a bite out of that cake, not knowing what was going to come next. Next thing I know, when I'm leaning over, is my head gets shoved by like 10 different hands into that cake. I get caked. And I remember looking back at the video and I see Emiliano's mom going like the hardest at it.
Yeah.
She pushed my head down. Another highlight was our night walk at 3 a.m. That was so fun. I hope we can do that again sometime. Walking a couple miles actually at 3 a.m. with the group was a blast.
If you could relive any moment that we had in the past couple of years, which one would it be and why?
Reliving moments, I would have to say back in middle school when you, me, Benjamin, and Jade were having a blast.
Philip, dang. Oh, Philip.
He was
in 8th grade.
Yeah, in 8th grade. I would relive a lot of those moments, especially that period of time when we were learning about Banksy.
Mhm.
I remember so many things from that. It was so funny. I remember watching like the movies and episodes
Mhm.
of the documentary that she put on
Mhm.
for us. And but generally speaking, I wouldn't relive anything because every day with you is another like fun time. So
How or why do you think we have such a strong bond together?
I think we have a strong bond because we have a lot of things in common, such as our passion for cars, and we're just both very outgoing people, I would say. We know how to keep the conversations going
Yeah.
flawlessly without like having to think for a second, oh shoot, what do I have to say?
Mhm.
Or what am I going to bring into this conversation to make it more fun?
Mhm.
It just comes naturally, and I feel like because of that, because we have so many things in common and because we've built such a strong connection in the past few years, it just keeps getting stronger that way.
We have known each other for a long time and have been through a lot. What is your favorite moment or memory so far of us spending all this time together?
My favorite memory with you. Well, I can't think on top of my head, but a recent memory was when we went to that car event with my sister, and then we went onto that scary road, the road that has a lot of history to it.
No.
Yeah.
I was thinking, yeah, we could go do it at night, but you said no.
Not after you sent me those videos. That
I should
video,
have never sent you those, huh?
that video has a lot of past to it.
Hey,
Paranormal
we
activity.
can learn. We good. We're good. We got
You know
Muay
what?
Thai.
You know-
That's good.
We can go when we can drive. We can
Yeah.
leave my sister out of it, though. So if anything happens to us, she can report it knowing where we went
Mhm.
instead of our parents having to report their own children missing. Yeah, that's a recent memory that I loved.
Mhm.
I'm sure there's many more, but I can't think of them on the top of my head. Sheesh!